Well, sorry, Kid Cudi. I go through this, but not now. Sorry, Kid Cudi. Um, wait a minute, Cudi. Wait a minute, Kid Cudi. So, welcome back to another solo episode of my podcast, and this one is about our inner nature, um, our I don't know how to explain. I wanted to talk about how we can find confidence with ourselves, with our life. I wanted to make you discover and make you find out who you are, what you like. So, and I wanted to talk about this because I got a lot of inspiration from all the questions that you asked to me the other day when I was asking to my followers in the Instagram account my Instagram account, or what about I asked people to let me know what they wanted me to answer to it, and as a result they had a lot of questions, but I focused on two or three of them, which was about our inner nature, our confidence. Specifically, I got this question from one of you, which I won't tell the name, obviously. But first, I wanted to have some music on the background because I don't live without music. Just speaking fact about inner nature, I think that my inner nature belongs to music. My inner nature is music at all. I was wondering why I can control music, why I can control myself. Like, for example, the first question was about why someone of you asked me why I'm always happy when I listen to music, or why I'm so confident I'm so confident when I dance and when I listen to music. But the answer, the reasons, the real reason. Okay, so let me tell you that I don't want to do an episode without music, so I was listening to this new album of Kid Cudi, and it's from the 2009, so it's not so recent, but let me tell you that it's really worth it. So I suggest you to listen to Man on the Moon at the end of the day. And I wanted to listen to the favorite soundtrack of the album, which is called Soundtrack to My Life, and it is the track number 2, and we're gonna listen. Okay, and then we can start the episode. So welcome back to Never Give Up, my podcast, my solo podcast. And so I was telling you that, speaking about inner nature, about how we can find confidence and how we can become more confident with ourselves in general. It's not that I was telling you that it's not the fact that I'm confident, so therefore I was listen to music. I'm confident with myself I'm feeling happy, it's just because I'm listening to music. When I listen to music, when I sing, when I dance, this kind of stuff creates happiness in my life, joy, spread joy. It's something very strong, something very authentic, and it's really important for me because I can control myself. It's like when you find where you belong to, when you find something that makes you higher, that makes you happier, that makes you like you're in a world where no one can bite you, where no one can make you feel sad, and then no one can hurt you. You're in this like place of comfort, of in a higher way, in a higher level, in your best level of confidence. So you have to listen to yourself. You have to like discover. For example, you can think about what when you were younger makes you really happy since day one. Because if you, oh my God, this song is so precious. Soundtrack to my life, very beautiful song. And because when you think about what makes you happy when you were younger, it's pure, genuine. It's something that makes you feel you like you're living with no boundaries. You are the version of yourself with uncensored, right? And it's so interesting because if you think of what makes you happy and what makes you, what creates you, give you joy when you were younger, you have to focus on that, and you can find your nature. You can return. You can come back to this. Oh my God, my hair has are really gone wild. Oh my God, this is so weird. And it's very important because that makes you happy, that makes you confident, that makes you really grounded on this earth, on this planet, in this life. And speaking about this topic, which is love yourself, I wrote something, and I had a lot of thoughts about it, and I had to write them down because my mind was very working. This is simple as, but I don't really like this music, this song, especially simple as that I don't like. But there is another song I want to listen to it, which is, my God, I can find Solo Dolo Nightmare, and we're gonna listen to it. I don't know if you like this, but yeah, when I listen to music, I'm in myself, like a sort of bowl. I'm in my bowl. You can touch me. You cannot touch me. You cannot hurt me. You cannot make me. You cannot make me feel bad. Know what I mean? Yeah. And for example, the other day, I was working, and on the radio, it really happens to me a lot of time, often during the days, but I cannot control myself. But I had to because I'm working in the moment. But it really freaked me out because I wanted to sit up and like go inside and run away and sing aloud, but I cannot. I just cannot because I'm working. I'm at work. I'm busy, and so, but it happens every single time I listen to some kind of songs that I really like and I'm really into it. So, for example, the other day, someone changed my radio station, and um, another song of Alanis Morissette was playing, and I stopped immediately doing what I was doing, and I just stopped for 2 seconds just to listen to the song, recognize the songs, and then, oh my god, I cannot sing. I was thinking that I could not join that song in that moment, and it really hurt me every time, because it's like a little joy that I have to stop and to keep for myself after what I was doing, after my job. So it's important for me, when I finished work during the day, I had to, if I accumulate a lot of adrenaline due to that, you know what I mean, I have to in a kind of way share with the world. I have to consume this adrenaline, I have to live this joy. So I go out, and before I come back home, I walk around, I run around from my place, of my city, and a place where I live, and sing to that song, in order to, yeah, make the adrenaline goes away. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I was telling you to focus on what. Oh my god, I cannot watch myself in the camera. This is so weird. I had to put them off and change my. Okay, now okay, I'm more serious. Sorry. And I cannot. Mr. Solo Dolo. Okay, and then I got another. Oh yeah, this is Pursuit of Happiness. Speaking about happiness. Because, yeah, I was telling you to focus on what makes you very happy. But you have to list what you like, what really makes you satisfied doing that, and what makes you feel like you live in, makes you omnipotent, or also makes you feel in a world with no bad feelings, bad vibes. And yeah, so I was explaining that my inner nature is music, and I was telling you that I'm not confident, so therefore I dance or I listen to music. I dance and listen to music, and that makes me confident. I like express myself listening to music. So music is the main key to, yeah, face every day. And because I love music, I really love music. I think it's super evocative. I think it's something that really makes me escape, not like physically, but also mentally. It's something that makes me travel away, go away, and it's very important, because if you don't have other kind of energy or, you know, entities to believe in, you can find what you really like and you can appreciate that. and you can enjoy that. Music is also something that I can think that probably my I don't know, but it's something that is written in my DNA. Probably my DNA makeup was something related to music. My genetic makeup was someone that loves music. And that is why it helped me to be so confident. To do that, to gain this kind of happy world whenever you want, you cannot listen to what, oh my god, sorry, my phone is going down. Oh yeah, I have to save this. Okay. To do this, you cannot like listen to what other people like or other people appreciate, and I don't know, but you have to listen to yourself and not like something, like do something because other people like, so some people like that, some people do that, so you have to try. No, you have to reset your mind and you have to find your own way to be happy. Because something that makes some people happy is not the same for you, always. And so, also, you have to listen to yourself, because there are qualities that are not for everybody. Then not everybody has. You have to discover your own ones. You have to discover why you are so special and in what you are special. And so it's just who you are. You have to find it. So it's important, like, there are certain kind of things that are just you and you cannot change. But I know that it's difficult to find, I know that it's difficult to reach, but you have to try because it's really worth it. I mean, and it's really helpful, probably, to tune into what you like. And as a kid, as I was saying, like for example, and because you can find your perfect, uncensored, and unfiltered version of yourself, version of who you are. And there are certainly things that I cannot control, and there are things about us that we cannot control. Like, for example, for me, it's music. I cannot control. It's out of control because it's inside you. It belongs to you in the deepest way. So, because it's who you are. And so, finding out the things that truly make you light up. You have to. Trust me. And this is what makes you confident, because it's something that you truly enjoy and you will really enjoy for the rest of your life, and it will really makes you happy. And it's something that has a fire, so you have to find your fire. What is your fire? What makes you hot? What is your passion? Think about all your passion, and you can find your own ones, which is completely different. Certainly is different for sure from the other ones or the other people. And so, although I know it's easier said than done, but I mean, it was really worth it. It was really worth it. So, thanks music, because music saved my life. As I told you, I don't know how many times I told you, but yeah, music is something I could not live without. 100%. It's something very special. It's something very, I don't know, authentic. I feel that music cannot live myself. One day, that every day I woke up, I know for sure the music is here. And it can take me away, it can make me escape. I don't know, it's very important. It can not also, it never makes me feel completely alone, although I live alone and 24/7. But okay, so I'm gonna change my playlist and I'm gonna listen to other kind of things. So, for example, I wanna, let me see what Spotify create for me, like mix R&B, for example. Yeah, I want some kind of R&B. I really love R&B. Sorry, I have to fix my phone. Yep. Okay. Shuffle once and play. Oh yeah. We have a Fray by Nelly Furtado. I really love Nelly Furtado, but I don't think this song is for me. Yeah, I don't like it. No. Yeah. Okay. I got this kind of songs. Yeah, I love. Yeah. No, I don't like this anymore. I really like One Day. Yeah. Yeah, this is one I like. And okay, so I was telling you that music is very important to me. I'm working out a lot and I have to drink a lot because I'm sweating a lot during the weeks. And so, yeah, I think music is very important. And another questions you gave me, you asked to me, was how can I live how can I live alone? How can I live by myself? And how I started to believe that I could live by myself. If I can't remember. Yeah. So I think I probably mentioned it and talk about it in previous episode of my podcast. But so I'm gonna tell you in a short way why and how I decided to move and to live alone. First reason was the fact that the year I decided to live alone was the year I spent holiday in Italy here, like in Rome with my friend, but I was feeling during the holidays that it was like I was completely alone. So it really makes me independent during the day because I had to choose by myself where I wanted to go, like for example, to visit, to walk, to eat and to book tables at restaurants and to book like boats, to book trains. And so it was the first time I got this kind of sensation to became independent from other people's decisions. So I decided to plan a whole trip, a whole solo trip when I went back from that short holiday. And I planned to go to Cuba, and yeah, I went there I spent 3 weeks in Cuba, and it was really worth it because I had to sleep alone in the other, like on the other side of the world, I called it, and the place. I had to sleep for the first time alone in different casa particulares, and it really worth it because when I went back from my solo trip, I decided to buy a house, to move from my parents' house and to buy a house and living by myself, just by myself, you know. It's something that I probably wanted to think that I was able to do that, but I was not sure at all because also probably I was a little bit unaware of what the fuck was going on in my life. But this is just another story, and I don't wanna bother you anymore. So, just speaking of that is, I decided to move alone when I spent 3 weeks alone on the other side of the world in Cuba, and yeah, I figured out that I was able to like for the rest of my life from my I remember that since I was a baby and also during my teenagers period, and I was very scary of like darkness. I was very scary. I couldn't walk around in the streets uh, after the sun set. It was really weird, but it was really weird because all my friends had to like guide to take me home, and so that I couldn't come home alone. But I had this challenge with myself. I wanted to win this challenge, and I made it because when I was in Cuba, I found myself walking around in like at 2 or 3 in the morning, completely alone, in a unknown place, and I was walking in the darkness, and I was feeling like a hero. And this is the story of how I decided, and I moved to from my parents' house, and I decided to live alone. And I would like to talk about another topic that you inspired me with your answer, with your question, sorry. And it's really hard to face. It's really hard to talk about, but I'm gonna try. Because I watch a lot of interviews and interesting podcasts about this like topic, and I live completely. I really like living completely alone. Um, it was about like friendship, relationship, and in general how I can uh, live without people around me or a partner or I don't know. But it's been a lot of years since I moved away and since I'm living alone. So it's like a routine. It's like I can count on myself and I perfectly know. And I learned to listen to myself a lot of um, much time than I previously did in my life. If I don't want to do a thing, I simply say no. So I learned to say no to a lot of things that are not so suitable for me because I wanted to focus on what I really like, on what I really wanted to do, and what I really wanted to spend the time of my life. And which means that unfortunately I had to leave a lot of friends. And we lost our connection. We are lost our paths are just separated. Our way went just separated, and it was really worth it because they were so negative for me. They mean a lot of negative energy for me, and I had to simply make them go away from my life. And I figured out that I could save a lot of energy for myself from what I really wanted to leave, to go, and to do. Yeah, said it. This is Rihanna. Yeah, said it. But I don't really like this song. And so this is important because I mean I suggest you to be free of, if you are able, you could be free of all your fears or your negative aspects in life. Think about what they are, why they are so negative to you, why are they so dangerous for you, and keep them out of your life completely. And okay, so I was talking about this, and it's really hard because I have to say goodbye to a lot of people, and which I really appreciated in the past. And at a certain point, you ask to yourself, but why did you lose that people, that person, those people, those friends? What happened? Is your fault? It's their fault? What happened? No, you just moving. Okay, so you don't have to be mad to yourself. You don't have to be mean to yourself. You have to follow what life presents to you, what life give to you, and you have to take and move away and go on with your life, because they are like sort of events that make you grow. I don't know if you mean if you understand what I mean, and if you know what I mean, but this is what I think about it. So I learned to live by myself, and it's not a shame for me. I also appreciate a lot of times when I'm with myself, alone in my house, especially like during the weekends. I really love to stay in my house, take care of my house, clean my house, doing whatever I want to do. For example, playing some music, listen to music, writing journal or recording podcasts, but no one can like bother me. I don't want that this happen because I think it's a precious time to relax, to prepare also psychologically from the week that it's going to come. Our week with hard works, our schedules, hard plans. So you have to like be calm and relax during the weekend. It's really important. But yesterday I went to the cinema and I watched a beautiful movie about a girl who grew up without friends. And I think it's a common story of all the people, all the guys and girls who grew up without, or grow up without the attention and the caring of their parents because of their schedules, of their work, because are they, or maybe just because they are not interesting in what is happening to their kids' life, and it's very scary. It's very sad because the guys who are like followed and grow by nannies at a certain point of their life, they can risk to they try to find the meaning of their existence, and if they're not a guidance, they can lose them. They could lose their path, their life, their sense of grounded in this planet, and it's very hard. And in this movie, which is called Amanda, with a beautiful and talented like main character who was Benedetta Porcaroli, a famous actress and so talented, and he perfectly played the character of a like spoiled girl who grew up in a rich family and who doesn't have friends. She didn't have friends for during like 20 years, and after these 20 years, and also when he was very young, he was trying to kill herself, but fortunately the nanny saved her, and he has to face with all the family and the stuff, troubles and problems they have. So it's really interesting because it was really interesting, and it's really interesting, this story, because it makes me think about all the life that we don't know, but the people are struggling with, and with like a lot of problems and stuff like that, and people who kill themselves because they are not able to find. They are so into themselves. They're so intrusive that there's no way for them to escape. Like for example, if Amanda, but I was asking why Amanda got a lot of patience, but in the movie we can see that she likes doing nothing at all. She could probably work, have a job, but she didn't. And so she decided to spend days without doing nothing. He got a love for old horse, and which is like something therapeutic for her. Just like to talk about it because it is the only friend she has. And when she tried to reach an old friend of her, like his best friend of that time, when she was younger, he found a completely different person, because also that person is very strange. It's called Rebecca in the movie, and she had been living for 20 years in a room, closed inside, and she never comes out. and so I don't want to spoiler anything else, but if you wanted to watch it, you have to, because it's really interesting, introspective. It's very deep and got a lot of emotions and feelings that are so high, so high in the movie. And so also the other day I was listening to the interview of Joy Shetty and probably was Kendall Jenner, and they were talking about the therapy, the horse therapy that Kendall Jenner has to relate to, since she was a girl, little girl. Since she was a baby, it grew up like in a horse company, so she always had a horse by her side, and she explained to Shetty that the horse is really important. Horses are really important for her because they are supportive. They understand you without talking, without words. It's so magical, and we know that also when I watched. I probably was one of the first movie of Scarlett Johansson, which was the man who was whispering to the horses, something like that, with Tom Ford or Harrison Ford, I can't remember. But it was really important because in the movie you can see. I know, I have to drink. Oh my god. The tip here, the paper tip I got is completely, oh my god, broken, so I cannot. Okay, so I'm trying. No, I'll drink later. And because also the episode is going to finish for this time. And here we are, another song by Lost One, but I don't. Okay, so 6 Inch by Beyonce and The Weeknd from the album Lemonade, which is another powerful album. Yeah, you have to also watch the visual album. Yeah, and I was talking about this kind of horse therapy because in the movie of Scarlett Johansson and Harrison Ford, Tom Ford, I can't remember, sorry, but it's like that when the baby Scarlett got a bad accident while she was guiding, she was driving a horse, and then she got a lot of, and also she lost her friend during an accident, and she also broke one of her leg, and it takes a lot of time before she come back to drive again on his horse. But it's really it was really interesting, the path she took to make her confidence with the horse again, and to win and to challenge all her fears. So yeah, when Kendall explained that horses are really important for the for herself or her life. Oh my god, sorry. The battery was low, and I think that it's true because I know that especially a horse is really sensitive, and yeah, you can find, for example, a lot of ways to make you feel loved, to share love with. If it's not an animal, I share love with music, for example. So you have to find your own way, your special way to deal with every day, because it's like a key for your life. It's like when Kendall thought about you have to find your higher goddess. Is very interesting, this process, because you can find your higher goddess, and you can look at her every time you are down, you are facing something that makes you feel down. So it makes you feel sad or bad or worry, and you have to reach something that makes you higher. You have to think about that image of you, which is higher, which is worthy, which is bigger than you, happier than you, and higher than you. So think about this is very important. And they talk about a lot of interesting points. And for example, the fact that she's doing a lot of meditation, and also doing a lot of meditation because I think it's very important. A lot of breathing, exercising, and it's very interesting how you can calm yourself breathing, and how your anxiety can be lower after you try to meditate for a lot of days, amount of days, consistently. You cannot, and you don't have to stop. Every day find like 10 minutes or 15 minutes just to makes your anxiety, and to calm yourself and to breathe in order to make your anxiety go down, your stress level go down, go lower. And I know for sure, I know it works for sure. And then we have also let me think about other things that they talk about, because it was really interesting, that interview. But they talk about, and other things you can do that, to reach your higher dress. And it's not to be, and one other things I learned about the podcast of On Purpose, in which were interview Kendall Jenner, is about the fact that she, according to her therapist, she started to put one of her younger photo. He found out in her memorabilia of the family, and she got this photo, this Polaroid of her when she was younger, and she was smiling, and she had to put on the bathroom. And anytime she's probably mean to herself, or she talk in a bad way to herself, is trying to hurt herself, you simply have to, she said that you simply have to look at the photo and think about that you are talking of her, so you don't have to. And this is a very brilliant and very inspiring things to do if you want to improve yourself and your confidence, and if you want to feel happy, and if you want to feel in a safe place. You have to. And there will be a lot of things I'd like to talk about. Maybe you can answer a lot of other questions, because it's very interesting, and I'm curious about, I'm curious like Kendall, I'm curious in meditation. She also mentioned the book about, oh my god, I cannot remember the name, Single, James Single, something like that. But I remember perfectly the title of the book. It is The Surrender Experiment, and I'm gonna read it for sure, and I'm gonna talk about this probably in the previous episode. So bye, see ya.